Welcome to this channel where you learn English daily gently, smoothly, and without pressure. Today's episode is for every learner out there who hesitates before speaking, not because they don't know the words, but because they're afraid of making a mistake. If that sounds like you, then this podcast is made just for you. You're not alone, and today we're going to talk honestly, calmly, and positively about this topic. Don't be afraid to make mistakes in English. Let's begin with something important. Making mistakes is a natural part of learning. In fact, if you're not making mistakes, you might not be pushing yourself hard enough. Mistakes are signs that you're trying, signs that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby stands up, wobbles, falls down. Again, again and again. No one laughs at the baby. No one says, "Oh, you made a mistake, you'll never learn." Of course not. We encourage the baby. We smile and say, "That's okay. Try again," and eventually the baby walks. Now ask yourself this: why don't we treat ourselves with the same kindness when we're learning English? Why we fear mistakes? Let's pause for a moment and ask, why are we afraid of making mistakes? Well, there are many reasons. Maybe someone laughed at you once. Maybe a teacher corrected you in a way that didn't feel nice. Maybe your classmates were better than you. Maybe someone told you your grammar is wrong. Or maybe you just want to sound perfect. These experiences leave marks. They make us silent, they make us avoid speaking. But listen, mistakes are not failures, they are feedback. Yes, that's right, mistakes are feedback. They tell you where to improve. They show you what you've already learned and what's next. Let's imagine this: you say you go to school every day. Now, someone corrects you. He goes to school every day? You've just learned something. Now you know that with he, she, or we say goes, not go. That mistake helped you. The role of mistakes in learning English. If you think about all the things you've learned in life: how to ride a bike, how to cook, how to use a smartphone, did you do it perfectly the first time? Probably not. But you improved with time, with practice, with mistakes. The same applies to English. Let's talk about pronunciation. Maybe you said a word the wrong way. Maybe someone corrected you. That correction helped you say it better next time. Maybe you forgot a word in the middle of a sentence. That's okay. Next time your brain will remember it faster. That's how memory works. That's how fluency is built: by falling, standing, and trying again. You are not a robot. You're a human being. You're allowed to make mistakes. In fact, you must make mistakes to grow. Mistakes mean you're learning. Do you know the people who never make mistakes when they speak English? Only two kinds. One, native speakers who grew up speaking English from birth. Two, people who never try to speak at all. That's right, if you never try, you'll never make a mistake, but you'll also never grow. So which one do you want to be? Every time you make a mistake, you're practicing, you're pushing yourself, you're learning actively. Let's say you're trying to use past tense. You say, "I ate breakfast." Oops, you meant to say, "I ate breakfast." But guess what? That moment a mistake sticks in your mind. Next time you'll remember the correct verb. That's how real learning happens, not by only reading rules, but by using them, testing them, and correcting them. And here's something even more important: people understand you even if you make mistakes. If you say, "I ate breakfast," people still know what you mean. Communication happens, the message is received. You don't have to be perfect to be understood. The fear of being judged. Now let's talk about something deeper: the fear of being judged. This is the fear that stops so many learners from speaking. You think, what if they laugh at me? What if I sound stupid? What if I get stuck and forget a word? Let me tell you a truth: most people are not judging you. In fact, most people admire your courage to speak a second language. They respect the effort you're making. And even if someone does judge you, let's ask, does their opinion stop your growth? No. People who laugh at mistakes are not better than you, they're just not kind. And their opinions should never decide your confidence. Remember this: every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent speaker made hundreds of mistakes before becoming fluent. Mistakes help you grow faster. Here's something else: mistakes are like shortcuts to learning. Every time you make one, your brain stops and says, "Wait, that didn't work, let's try again." This makes your brain engage, it pays attention. It starts connecting the correct forms with your own experience. So you learn faster. Now think about this: if you wait until you feel perfect, you'll wait forever. You will never feel 100% ready. That's why you have to start before you feel ready. And yes, you'll make mistakes, but those mistakes will push you forward. You learn more by speaking than staying silent. Many learners say, "I don't speak much because I don't want to make mistakes." But this approach slows you down. You might understand a lot, you might even read well, but unless you use the language, speak it, write it, test it, you won't gain fluency. Let's say you know 1,000 words in English, that's amazing. But if you never use them, those words stay in your brain and not on your tongue. Speaking unlocks those words, it connects your brain to your voice. And when you make a mistake while speaking, you immediately become aware of the gap. That's the best moment to grow. So instead of saying, "I'll speak when I'm fluent," say, "I'll become fluent by speaking." That's the secret. Let's begin with a simple truth: confidence does not come from being perfect. It comes from showing up again and again, even when you're not perfect. Speak first, correct later. Many English learners spend a lot of time thinking, planning, and overcorrecting before they even say one sentence. You might recognize this. You want to say something, but your mind says, "Wait, is this grammar right? Should I use past perfect or simple past? What if I use the wrong word?" And while you're thinking, the moment passes, you say nothing. Let's change that. Here's a powerful practice. Speak first, correct later. Let your ideas flow. Don't stop every second to edit yourself. Think about the message, not just the grammar. Imagine this: you're talking to a friend. You say, "I was go to market yesterday." Now, is that correct grammar? No. But did your friend understand you? Yes. And could you correct yourself afterward? Yes. You might smile and say, "Oh, I mean, I went to the market." Perfect. That's real learning. That's active speaking. Don't block your own growth by being your biggest critic. Be your biggest supporter. You're not in an exam, you're in real life. Many learners treat every English conversation like an exam. They think, "I must not make a single mistake. I must impress everyone with perfect English. If I say one wrong word, I've failed." But real life is not a test. No one is giving you a score, no one is standing with a red pen. You're just talking, communicating, expressing yourself. English is a tool, not a test. It helps you connect with people, share ideas, understand the world, and grow. So relax, take the pressure off. Speak like you would in your own language, mistakes and all. Fluency doesn't mean perfection. Many people think that fluency means speaking without any errors. But fluency is something else. Fluency means you can keep a conversation going. You can express your thoughts clearly. You don't freeze or panic when you forget a word. You recover smoothly even after a mistake. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes. Even native speakers forget words. Even they say, or Fluency is not perfection, it's flow. It's confidence. It's rhythm. It's the ability to speak, pause, think, and continue without fear. The power of self-correction. Let's talk about a beautiful skill. You already have self-correction. This is when you say something, notice it's not quite right, and fix it naturally. For example, oh, sorry, I have a dog. That small correction shows growth. It means your brain knows the rule. It just made a quick slip and then fixed it. This is how even native speakers speak. "Oh, I've been waiting for a while." They correct themselves mid-sentence, and it's normal. So never feel ashamed of saying, "Oops, or sorry, that wasn't the right word." It's not weakness, it's awareness. Small wins, big progress. Sometimes learners think progress only happens when they master something big. But in truth, progress is made of small wins. Saying one full sentence out loud, even if it's not perfect. Try to use a new word in conversation. Watching a video without subtitles. Asking a question in English at work or school. These are victories, celebrate them. Every time you speak English, even with mistakes, you're building your skill. Brick by brick, word by word. Don't wait for perfection to celebrate, celebrate effort. Talk to yourself without fear. Here's a practical idea, talk to yourself in English. Yes, really. This is one of the most powerful tools for building fluency and for becoming comfortable with your mistakes. When you're alone, there's no pressure, no judgment, you can practice freely. You might say, I'm making tea now. I love the smell of tea in the morning. After this, I'll study for an hour. You might even pretend to talk to someone. Hi. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Oh, really? That's cool. This builds thinking fluency. It trains your brain to form English sentences naturally. And if you make a mistake while talking to yourself, who cares? Just correct and keep going. Try, fail, learn, repeat. Let's go back to a simple cycle. Try, fail, learn, repeat. This is the real formula of success in anything. Try to speak a sentence. Make a mistake. Learn from it. Try again. Every great speaker, every writer, every learner has followed this path. There are no shortcuts around mistakes, so don't wait to speak perfectly. Start with where you are. Make that first move, that first sentence, that first try. You'll grow by doing, not by waiting. Let go of shame, you're learning. Now let's talk about something it's deep inside. Many learners shame. You might feel it when someone corrects you, or when you realize you used the wrong tense, or when others seem to speak more fluently. Shame whispers, you're not good enough, look at your mistake. But I want you to answer that voice with strength. I'm learning, I'm growing, mistakes are part of my journey. You are not behind, you are not slow. You are exactly where you need to be. Every mistake you make is proof that you are brave. Brave enough to try, brave enough to speak, brave enough to improve. So let go of shame, it doesn't belong to you. Keep your head high and speak with heart. Practice speaking every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. Sometimes learners say, I want to speak better English, but I don't have time. Here's a mindset shift, it doesn't have to take hours. Start with just 5 minutes a day. That's all, but those 5 minutes must be focused. You can talk to yourself about your day. You can describe what you're doing. You can read a short paragraph out loud and repeat it. For example, this morning I woke up early. I made some coffee and sat by the window. It was quiet, peaceful. I started my day slowly. Speaking every day, even just a little, creates a habit. And habit is stronger than motivation. It builds confidence over time. And guess what? In those 5 minutes, if you make a few mistakes, it's okay, you're still growing. Don't wait for someone to speak with you, be your own practice partner. Many learners say, I don't have anyone to practice with. But here's the truth, you can practice on your own. Yes, it's wonderful to talk with others, but don't let that stop you. Try these solo speaking ideas. Mirror talk, look at yourself in the mirror and speak. Story retelling, watch a short video. Then close it and try to explain it in your own words. Daily journaling, aloud, speak your thoughts instead of writing them. You can be your best conversation partner. You can train your brain to think and respond in English no matter where you are. Remember, speaking to yourself is not strange. It's smart. Accept awkwardness, it's part of the journey. Let's be honest, sometimes speaking English feels awkward. You might say a sentence and feel like, that didn't sound right, or you try to explain something and your mind goes blank. You might feel clumsy or silly. But let's take the pressure off. Awkward moments are normal, everyone experiences them, even fluent speakers. The difference is, fluent speakers keep going. Learners often stop themselves. Here's the key, keep going anyway. Even if your sentence isn't perfect, even if you forget a word, even if you pause too long, keep going. Because every awkward moment you survive makes the next one easier. Use easy sentences first, clarity over complexity. Some learners believe that good English means complicated English, but let's rewrite that belief. Good English is clear, not complex. It's okay to start with simple sentences like, I like this movie. She lives near my house. The weather is nice today. Simple doesn't mean childish. Simple means effective. When you're ready, you can add more. I like this movie because the story is inspiring. She lives near my house and we often walk together. But always remember clarity first. Don't chase difficult words just to impress. Speak clearly to connect. Watch, listen, repeat, shadowing practice. Let's talk about a very powerful technique, shadowing. Shadowing means 1. You listen to a short audio in English. 2. You play it again and speak at the same time like an echo. 3. You try to match the tone, speed, and rhythm. Why does it work? It improves pronunciation. It builds confidence. It helps you feel how natural English sounds. You can use podcasts, YouTube videos, or short movie clips. Start with 10-15 seconds at a time, pause, repeat, shadow again. This method helps you become more comfortable with speaking even when you're unsure. And yes, you might make mistakes while shadowing, that's fine, keep going. Each time you try, your muscle memory improves. Learn to laugh at your mistakes. Have you ever laughed at a funny mistake in your own language? Maybe you said something silly by accident. Maybe you mispronounced a word and it sounded like something else. In your native language, it feels funny. You laugh, your friends laugh, and life goes on. Try to bring that same energy to English. If you say something funny or strange in English, don't panic, laugh a little, smile. Say, oops, that came out wrong. And then try again. Mistakes can be moments of joy, not shame. Your accent is beautiful, not a problem. Now let's talk about something many learners worry about, their accent. You might wonder, what if people don't understand me? What if my accent sounds strange? Should I try to sound like a native speaker? Here's the truth, your accent is part of your story. It means you speak more than one language. It means you've worked hard. It means you're growing. There is nothing wrong with having an accent. Focus on being clear, not perfect. If someone asks you to repeat, just say it again with confidence. It doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're communicating. You're not ashamed, you're human. You deserve to speak. Yes, you. Not later, not when you're better, not when you're perfect. You deserve to speak now. Your ideas matter. Your voice matters. Your English matters. And no mistake can take that away. So don't wait for permission, give yourself permission. Speak now, learn now, make mistakes now. Because this is how you grow. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope today's message reminded you of something important. That making mistakes doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're trying, it means you're learning. It means you're growing. You don't have to be perfect to speak English. You just have to be brave enough to begin. Even if you stumble, even if you pause, even if your sentences aren't quite right. Because every small effort, every spoken word, every mistake, it's all part of the journey. So keep speaking, keep learning, keep going. And remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. Your voice matters. And you're doing better than you think. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, stay kind, stay confident, and never be afraid to make mistakes. Goodbye for now.